Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He wants to throw here on second down. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to run it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Trying to power it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle, it's Williamson.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the gun, give on the inside. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. Past the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
so close to cashing it in for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Give to the back. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Williamson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. To the house. A pick six for a touchdown. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, we'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Love what they did there, putting a big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now that's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Quarterback empties his backfield. And back to the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls into the play.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. There unleashes one deep. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
I don't hate the play call there on third and short either because you try to catch them off guard. Third and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on fourth down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The back goes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They believe they can run right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for him.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A little screen to the running back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They go to the ground. At the 45 on its way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll try the left side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Pulls it high and complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They move the tight end all over. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. You can't have any more turnovers.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
On second down, looking again to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Line gets set, 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Hard running there. And some room to work. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Young.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of a physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. Still running at the 40. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He got it. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Got it! The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll try the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Floats it out in space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's back to throw on 2nd down. What a snag by the defense. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now. They're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 1st down for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going to the running game. Able to get one down to the 15. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Power football with the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down. and that's all that matters.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll throw it on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
From the gun, running back on the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you've got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the ground with the back. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
He's marked down at the 29. Brings up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williamson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home. They had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
They were on the move. The 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.